Yahu, Yehukanan, Doinumin, Abarivka, a.k.a. Matthew J. Doman, alumnus of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary, who graduated in 2002 with a Master of Divinity in Higher Education with high marks. And I'm going to tell you what, Mark Dever has never had high marks with me. These fake reformers are nothing more than Jesuits. Capitol Hill Baptist Church, Red Cross. Take a good look. There's your Red Cross. He must pledge allegiance to the Knights of Templar and the Knights of Columbus, who are really the same kinds of things. Again, I'm going to show this to you. Why am I getting into this today? Capitol Hill Baptist Church. Because the same thing that happened with his friend Juan Sanchez is going on right here. They are requiring you to be vaccinated in order to be a part of worship. This ought to be very troubling to you right now. Now, they have core seminars. Some on the Capitol Hill Baptist website, as you see. I'll put the links up there. So now you got to register here. So I'm going to do it right here. See, I'm going to click on the cursor. And this is going to be a curse to you, I promise. You're not going to like it. Now I'm going to skip the major details. They want your name. They want your information. Again, they're going to turn you into the government. This is evidence. This database will go right to the CIA right away. Email, phone number, because Mark Dever is in the CIA, folks, or he's probably FBI, CIA, something. He's a Jesuit for sure, so he's probably in the CIA. So, including yourself, how many people from your household are you bringing? And they talk about K through 6th graders. And now he's getting you here to swear an affidavit, a legal affidavit. I will prove this to you at the bottom of this form because I've already looked at it. I hereby affirm I understand the potential health risk of attending a large gathering. All right. And then, as a condition of attending an official church gathering, I agree to follow the church's directions, policies, or protocols, including in-person, oral, written instructions for attending meetings. So again, you're swearing a legal affidavit. I told you church membership would involve this kind of legal matters. It's going to. I agree to maintain communications with Capitol Hill Baptist Church if I suspect or learn that I have become infected with the coronavirus. I authorize my family to communicate my health condition to Capitol Hill Baptist Church if I am unable to do so. If no such communication is made, I authorize my treatment provider to communicate with Capitol Hill Baptist Church whether I have become infected with the coronavirus, i.e. COVID-19. I authorize Capitol Hill Baptist Church to contact others to alert them of potential contact with me and infection with the coronavirus, and I waive my privacy rights with regard to this information. Right there, this becomes a legal affidavit you swear upon and agree to the conditions. Juan Sanchez's church membership, they are friends. They're very close friends. They're very close Jesuit buddies who are going to deceive all of you. You have signed yourself over once you agree to this. If they can get you into a doctor and get you tested for COVID and get you tested positive, they're going to get paid. They're going to get paid for doing good by helping prevent the spread of COVID, supposedly, right? And then land here. I affirm that neither anyone else in my home has or had a fever 100.4 degrees or above in the last 24 hours, or a cough, sore throat, runny nose, or nasal congestion. And look, you can get a better copy of it. This is the best I have to work with right now. I can't get my streamer going. Now, this is another. You already said you're attesting to something, right? You're affirming, which affirm means attest in legal terms. I affirm that neither I nor anyone else in my home has had close contact with anyone known or suspected to have COVID-19 since March 18th. Wink, wink, the day last year before my mom died. Wink, wink. Though I or another in my home have had contact with someone known or suspected to have COVID-19 between March 18th and March 21st, I affirm that those with contact have tested negative for COVID-19 on or after March 26th. They're trying to see, okay, they're looking at March 18th, or if you've had contact between the 18th and the 21st, what have you tested negative on or after the 26th? Though I or another in my party have tested negative for COVID-19, I affirm that the positive test was on or before March 18th, or that the symptoms began on or before March 18th. Though I or another in my home have had contact with someone known or suspected to have COVID-19 since March the 4th, I affirm that those with contact have been fully vaccinated for COVID-19, and it has been at least 2 weeks since the final dose. Now, you've heard Deborah Tavares talk about that issue. I will refer you to her website also, stopthecrime.net. On behalf of myself and everyone in my residence, I accept the above release and agree to hold harmless Capitol Hill Baptist Church and its employees. Should anyone in my house become infected with COVID-19, I agree to abide by the above conditions and promises. All right, so you are swearing a legal affidavit when you do this. You're swearing your life away to Mark Dever because he's a Jesuit. He's got an agenda. I affirm if any of my answers above change after signing up, I will not attend core seminars. So if you don't attend core seminars, legally, this affidavit can be waived legally. So remember that if you ever run into any of this, all right? So select the core seminar you wish to attend. Membership Matters, Scam, The 9 Marks, his little 4 books on how to become a good member, Scam, 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 another Jesuit scam, New Testament, nothing about the Old Testament, by the way, because they don't want you to read it. They know what's in it, and they don't want you to know what they're doing to you, and the book of Jasher, and the book of Enoch, and the Apocrypha, and so on and so on. How to study the Bible. They go by the seminary hermeneutical methods of separate covenants and do away with the old, and we'll handle the Old Testament matters for you. Just read your Psalms and your Proverbs. Dating is called Christian hooking. But what about now? Remember the movie with Sandra Bullock in it, Demolition Man or something like that? Where they ended up not kissing and they got their stimulation through just these helmets they wore. Systematic theology. Systematic. Jesus doesn't fit into a box, folks. But the thing that was interesting to me was about the Christian hooking. I mean, and that's what dating is. It's Christian hooking. It's Christian fornication. Look, I'm not going to tell you I have not sinned in this matter. But I can tell you I don't do it anymore. And dating encourages sinning. Even Josh Harris wrote the book on that. Then later it was found out he was a closet homosexual, from what I understand about that. And I'll look for that article, see if I can get it for you. But see, this is all evidence here. If you don't go to the seminar, I would still not want to fill out a form like this. This form will be redirected, whether he knows it or not. This form will be redirected to the intelligence agencies, probably the CDC and anything else. But I believe he's an agent. I believe most Southern Baptist pastors are CIA, FBI agents. I continue to maintain it. I will be found correct on the day of judgment. Guaranteed. They're not going to ever deny it or affirm it because Freemasons can't. These are all Freemasons. They're all in it. They're all in the Jesuit order. So now, you see here, you have to agree. You waive your right, you waive your medical rights when you agree to go to this meeting, as I've shown above. I will put the link into this to show you the truth. So you waive your medical rights, you waive your legal rights. Watch my video from last year on the corruption of the church, medical, legal systems. I will put that video up, and I'll probably do a remake on it given this all. This is based on kidnap. When you give your rights up to the Knights of Templar, you're giving yourself over to kidnap. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. You can look at this document on your own some more. I like these videos to be short and brief. I'm going to show you the ultimate signs here that this is Knights of Templar, Knights of Columbus equal Freemason. Freemason, the shield. Now, High Point Baptist Church took down their symbology, but they embedded deep within the website when you look at things. Because once I have deterred Juan Sanchez, and I imagine Mark Dever will never take down all his past sermons because they're all hypocrites pretty much who've preached in that building. You don't get it. You don't get to preach in this church unless you're the biggest hypocrite. At High Point Baptist Church, Juan Sanchez did the Jesuit ritual of praying under a Capitol dome. I would be interested in Mark Dever too now. There's your Knights Templar, Red Cross, Blue Shield. A company called by that, folks? I know I'm correct. Anybody, I want you all commenting on this video. The link between Juan Sanchez, Jesuit, to Mark Dever, the devil, not the Davar'iym, which he'll never have you read. Okay? I'm going to make other videos about Southern Baptist. I'm not going to stop doing it. But this is for your information today that you're going to be required to vaccinate. And, these churches are going to be centers for forced testing, forced vaccination, Red Cross, Blue Shield. There is your Knights of Templar, Knights of Columbus symbology. I make my videos raw and real. I don't care about looking good for people. I can't get my streamer to run. In the comment section, I want you commenting. I want this video out like the gangbusters. And be the Ghostbuster. Be the dead man. Out the dead man. Also, Washington, D.C. is going to be a very bad place to be. And that's what. So your Southern Baptist churches are selling you out. Sure you want to be in these things? Martial law is already kind of declared in Washington, D.C. Just imagine what kind of things can really happen here. Oh, Juan Sanchez, I heard a thing about Juan Sanchez. He said, people who are just looking for every little thing. Oh, you're nitpicky. I'm going to be nitpicky about this because this is what the German evangelicals did to exterminate 6 million Jews and 2 million Christians in Nazi Germany. These same people who are Jesuits, they pose as Lutherans. They pose as Calvinists. They are a Calvinist to a Calvinist like Dever and Sanchez are. They are anything to you that will suit you well as long as you are misdirected, deceived, misguided. I will continue to say it. Southern Baptist, electronically, with their techno tricks, try to keep me quiet, but I'll never shut up. They're going to have to kill me to shut me up or have me put in jail, and I still won't shut up. My blood will cry from the ground if I die by the sword, and I'll lend my back to these Jesuits. I will lend my back to these Jesuits and let them do what the Oath of 1533 says it's going to do. But I'm going to bid you shalom, shalom. I reign at peace, signing out. Beware of forced vaccinations. I prophesied this back in April 2019 and on, and I continue to. I will never stop saying we are in the times of the mark of the beast. You're going to have to understand these people are deceived. They're going to hell if they don't get out of this and repent. Red Cross, Blue Shield, Capitol Hill Baptist, Mark Dever the devil.